Ahoy, Nakama! Today we're diving into the grand line of knowledge with some mind-blowing facts about One Piece that even the most dedicated fans might not know. Get ready to have your minds blown, because we're about to uncover some seriously epic secrets about the Straw Hats, the Grand Line, and the incredible world of One Piece. So grab your favorite snacks, settle in, and prepare to be amazed. It's about to get real in here. Can you believe that One Piece, the epic saga that's been rocking our worlds for over 2 decades, was originally only supposed to last for 5 years? 5 years? That's like barely enough time to get through the East Blue, let alone find the One Piece. Oda, the mastermind behind it all, had a much shorter journey in mind for Luffy and the gang. But guess what? The fans went absolutely bonkers for the Straw Hats adventures, demanding more chapters, more islands, more everything. Oda, being the absolute legend that he is, listened to the fans and decided to keep the story going. And thank goodness he did, because just imagine missing out on all the epic battles, heartwarming moments, and mind-blowing plot twists we've experienced over the years. You know Luffy's iconic straw hat, the one he treasures more than anything, the one that's practically a member of the Straw Hat crew itself? Well, get this, it was inspired by a real-life pirate. That's right. Oda drew inspiration from the legendary pirate captain Shanks. No, not red-haired Shanks, though that would be pretty meta. I'm talking about the real deal, the historical figure who sailed the seas centuries ago. Shanks was known for his adventurous spirit and, you guessed it, his trusty straw hat. Oda saw something special in that image, something that screamed future pirate king, and the rest, as they say, is history. Alright, let's talk devil fruits, those mystical, sometimes delicious-looking orbs that grant their eaters incredible powers, at the cost of their ability to swim. But did you ever notice that the names of these fruits follow a specific pattern? Because it's actually pretty clever. Each devil fruit name consists of a description of the power it grants, followed by the Japanese word for fruit, which is mi. So, the Gomu Gomu no Mi, which turned Luffy into a rubber human, literally translates to Gum Gum fruit. The Mera Mera no Mi, the fire fruit, becomes the Flame Flame fruit. It's a small detail, but it adds a whole other layer of depth to the world building and makes you appreciate Oda's attention to detail even more. Hold on to your hats, because One Piece isn't just an amazing story, it's also a record breaker. This manga has sailed its way into the Guinness World Records for having the most copies published for the same comic book series by a single author. That's right, a single author. Oda has poured his heart and soul into every single panel of One Piece, and the fans have responded with an overwhelming amount of love and support. With over 500 million copies in circulation worldwide, One Piece has earned its place as one of the best-selling manga series of all time. Death is a part of life even in the wacky world of One Piece. But what sets this series apart is how it handles such a sensitive topic. Unlike other shonen anime where characters bite the dust left and right, death in One Piece is a rare and impactful event. When a character dies in One Piece, it's not just a plot device, it's a gut punch that leaves a lasting impact on both the characters and the audience. It reminds us that even in a world of pirates and superpowers, life is precious and should never be taken for granted. We've already established that Oda is a genius, but did you know he's also an absolute workaholic? This man lives and breathes One Piece, dedicating almost every waking moment to bringing his creation to life. We're talking 12-hour workdays, minimal sleep, and barely any breaks. He's even admitted to working from his hospital bed. Now, I'm not saying that's healthy, but you gotta admire his dedication. Oda's passion for One Piece is contagious, and it shows in every chapter he creates. One Piece might be a world of talking skeletons, giant sea monsters, and islands in the sky, but believe it or not, many of its locations are inspired by real-world places. Oda has traveled the globe, soaking up inspiration from different cultures and landscapes, which he then incorporates into his work. For example, the Water 7 arc, with its canals and shipbuilding industry, was inspired by Oda's visit to Venice, Italy. The desert kingdom of Alabasta draws inspiration from ancient Egypt and the Middle East. By blending real-world elements with his own imagination, Oda creates a world that feels both familiar and fantastical. One Piece's influence extends far beyond its own pages. This groundbreaking series has inspired countless other manga and anime creators, shaping the landscape of the industry as a whole. From the themes of friendship and adventure to the epic battles and wacky humor, One Piece's DNA can be seen in many popular series that followed. Shows like Fairy Tail, My Hero Academia, and Black Clover all owe a debt of gratitude to One Piece for paving the way and showing the world what a truly epic shonen adventure can be. One Piece is a treasure trove of hidden gems and Easter eggs, just waiting to be discovered by eagle-eyed fans. Oda loves to sprinkle in subtle references and foreshadowing throughout the series, rewarding those who pay close attention. For example, did you know that some of the characters' names are anagrams or puns, or that certain panels foreshadow future events? There's even a theory that the entire story of One Piece is a giant flashback, but we'll have to wait and see if that one pans out. As much as it pains me to say it, all good things must come to an end, and that includes One Piece. But here's the thing, Oda has already planned out the ending. That's right, he's known how Luffy's journey will conclude for years, even as the story has evolved and expanded beyond his wildest dreams. This means that every arc, every character, every plot point has been leading up to this predetermined finale. Knowing Oda, the ending is sure to be an emotional roller coaster that will leave a lasting impact on fans worldwide. And there you have it, folks. 10 incredible facts about One Piece that make this series even more legendary. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon for more awesome content. But before you go, let me know in the comments below which fact surprised you the most. Were you blown away by Oda's insane work ethic? Or did you already know that Luffy's hat was inspired by a real pirate? Until next time, keep sailing the seas of adventure.